Hey, what's happening? I hope everybody can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Hey, this is Oz SBR. What's happening with you? I thought I'd get on and try to figure out and come up with some type of explanation for what is going on or what had transpired last night between Huffman and Pinson Valley. There were a lot of underhanded stuff going on, and uh, I thought that it just needed to be addressed. Uh, Before I get started, let me back up for a moment, and don't forget on November 9th, 2024, 1888, Bully Kennel presents the Southern Bully Showdown 2, Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer, Alabama. If you have any questions, contact DeJuan Hall, 205 460 6435. We appreciate you. The Southern Bully Showdown Part 2. So check them out, check them out, check them out, check them out, check them out. We appreciate you. Uh, a lot went on last night between Pinson Valley, and a lot of it, majority of it was unacceptable. It was irresponsible. It was downright wrong. And so I wanted to address it and see exactly what's what. So uh, let me give you my take on it. Now, keep in mind, I was not there. I'm only going by what was said. So initially, the fights before the game were between Pinson Valley students themselves outside the gate. The fucked up referees were calling improper plays, penalties against Huffman, and were not calling penalties and plays against Pinson Valley. Pinson Valley players were kicking Huffman's players in the stomach as well as stepping on the ankles when the Huffman player was on the ground. The coach of Huffman did not punch the Pinson Valley player, but the Pinson Valley player did punch the coach, and one were the three Pinson Valley players on Huffman's side. Also, one were there approximately about 15 Pinson players, as well as students waiting outside for the Huffman players to exit. And also, a strong letter of concern should be sent to all responsible parties for the incidents that's transpired. Now, that's from what I was told. But let me go back up here and give you the what was for somebody who was actually there. Now, this comes from the Huffman High Alumni Association TM president, Brandy N. Walker. Now that emotions are calmed down, let's address the game last night. First thing, Huffman is not a bad school, just like every other school, Pinson Valley included. There are bad kids there, and fights happen at every school. Everyone wanted to talk about last night and wasn't there. I was there the entire game for every play. From the very beginning, the refs threw penalty flags almost every one on our plays. Then I personally watched the refs giving Pinson Valley 12 and 15 yards from our penalties, which I never heard of. When we had the ball and got tackled, where the ball landed was where it was placed, was never placed for the next play. For example, if we got stopped on the 35-yard line, the refs would take the ball and place it on the 25-yard line for the next play. It was bogus and ridiculous. Things like that happen. This is not my point or view or opinion. For every fan parent on the Huffman side feel the same way, and it was a nice crowd. The first fight that happened, we had a player down on Huffman's side, and some Pinson players were just kicking him while he was down and hurt. And that is when the big one happened. And the players, coaches, AD, sheriffs, refs, and everyone came on the field. That is when the game was called, and everyone was asked to leave the stadium. No, Pinson did not whip us. We never got a fair chance to even score to get an interception, then got a penalty flag. Then Pinson Valley got the ball back. I am sure that the Huffman administration was getting phone calls that were not there, and those that were there saw it an investigation should occur. So for those trying to continue to blemish Huffman's name, reputation, and was not there, please get all the facts, because clearly Huffman was treated unfairly and our football team had to defend itself all night. The coaches was highly upset and understandably had reasons to be. The game is all about the kids, the students, and clearly last night's game showed otherwise. It's so much more that can be said. The referees could have easily controlled the game by calling a fair game. As adults, we shouldn't be bashing kids, Huffman High or Huffman administration, when clearly your child ain't or was not perfect and their school definition ain't, and have plenty of fights. Unfortunately, Huffman fights make it so to social media, and other schools keep on their hush. It was not Huffman kids, students, coaches, or football players' fault last night. If you wasn't there to see the mess, then politely say in the background, now share this. Signed and upside president of the Huffman High School Alumni Association of the Vikings. So, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? And also, someone made a very good point. Pinson, Centerpoint, Huffman, Roebuck is all the same now. All those kids that played together against each other for years, since park ball all the way to high school. These kids swapping high schools every year. Their point is Pinson kids are the same kids at all those other surrounding schools. So they might as well get off that high and mighty shit. So that's what it is. But see, this isn't the first time. When Dr. Glaze arrived over at Huffman, Huffman had the same problem of the referees. They had the same problems. So it's just, and then plus two, anybody who does not attend Birmingham City schools, we always consider that school. But we have to understand teenagers are going to be teenagers no matter where they go. No matter where you have a teenager is going through the same stuff. And a good example of that, especially when you had the murder of EJ over at the Galleria. That was a prime example. The way that those white high school students, the wording, the venom, the hatred that they had showed exactly what your kids are going through when they go to a white school. It's just that those white schools, transgressions are not being publicized. So something has to be done. A letter should be sent to all responsible parties, stating the incident, stating the cause, stating exactly what had transpired. And also, parents, everyone needs to support the school. And also, people should be videoing, so that way when transgressions and stupidity happens, then there will be a record of what happened. For Pinson Valley players to kick the stomach of a Huffman student while he's down, or step on his ankles while he's down, that's unacceptable. For the referees to be partial and to be a racist, and we have to, and I don't know if he can be racist or not. I don't know, because of what I understand, Pinson is pretty much minority now. And it could be racism. And people need to stop using the word prejudice and start using the word racism or racist, because all of us are prejudiced. I'm prejudiced. I don't like Fords and I don't like Dodge. I'm a Chevy man. And I'm pro Birmingham City Schools. So I'm prejudiced. I'm pro Birmingham City Schools. So it is what it is. So something needs to be done. It needs to be done quickly, so that way this won't happen again. So that's my take. I appreciate you listening to me. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Download the Smash Bros Radio app. I appreciate you. I'm Oz. Y'all take care.